Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's mmjhl game day coverage in a long week ahead for GShow Productions between the St. Vital Junior Victorias and the Pembina Valley Twisters here from St. Vital Centennial Arena. I'm your play-by-play commentator for tonight's matchup, Graham, the GShow Forsyth. The team is coming into this matchup, well, Pembina Valley, one of the hottest, the hottest team in the league with 5 wins straight coming into tonight's battle with the St. Vital Junior Victorias. St. Vital had dropped 3 out of their last 3 heading into Sunday's matchup with the Stonewall Jets, but St. Vital found their game and were able to beat Stonewall to get back into the win column. This game tonight is brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools. Until this Friday, when they do close their stores until the new year, you can use GShow Productions with any one of your purchases in store to receive a free Milwaukee Tool Coffee Mug with any one of your purchases until the end of this month using GShow Productions promo code in stores at Mid Canada Fasteners Tools in Brandon and Winnipeg. We're also brought to you by Terrico for tonight's matchup, serving Manitoba producers for over 80 years. Be sure to visit their website at gshow.ca for more information on why they're so trusted by producers around Manitoba in the agricultural industry. And we're also brought to you by Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service. Be sure to check out their website at gordytumelsongoalies.ca today for more information. Well, for the St. Vital Junior Victorias, the key to their success in Sunday's win was getting off to a better start. They got off to the lead for the first time in the first period in quite a while in their 3-game losing streak, allowing 11 goals in the first period in those 3 games combined. We're just about to get set to listen to the anthem. That is the national anthem here, folks. We'll be back for the start of this game to call in just a moment here on GShow Productions between the Victorias and the Twisters here on this Tuesday night. And we'll get a face-off here in the Twister zone. Stop made by number 35 and Matt Griziak. It'll be number 2 for the Victorias, and Lucas Gilson winning the draw after taking it. The Twisters looking to control and get out of their own end. It's number 26, Van Dynes, who plays that up to a teammate. Twisters looking to go in. Number 13, Gertson sends that down low in the corner for Weeb. Rubini battling along with Halati. Halati gets it stripped up to the captain and number 24, and Carroll's shot turned aside by number 29 in Francois Gagnon. Jaquette rubs out a man along the boards, allows for Rubini to pick it up and start transition the other way. Nolan Anderson dumps it in. Grisiak rims that around for a teammate in Weeb. Weeb looking to start the breakout and does. To Gertson near the Victoria's line. Gertson with a shot blocked there by Wirtz. Rebound there and turned aside by Francois Gagnon. The Vics looking to start off with another lead in today's game, as they did in Sunday's win against the Stonewall Jets. And speaking of, here's Gilson trying to cut in by Kent. Shot! Save made by Grisiak. On number 20 and Carter Lee of the Vics. Wirtz holding at the red line, decides to dump it in for his teammates. As the Twisters looking to break out now. Number 15 with the puck and Plett. Getting rubbed out along the boards there. Rylan Netchwaduk out there along with some other members of the Victoria. Sorry, that's not Rylan Netchwaduk. That's number 18 in Blake Lee. Couldn't really see down there. So we go down into the Victoria's end for an ice in 2 camera angles. For tonight's matchup, for the first time ever, we unveiled this system this past Saturday for the first edition of the MFHL game day of the season. Still trying to work out some of the kinks like the fades to black or the cuts to black, but you'll be seeing 2 camera angles cut continuously throughout this game, and throughout this game you'll see Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, one of the brands sponsoring tonight's matchup between the Victorias and the Twisters. For more information, visit their website at midcanadafasteners.shop. But like I said in the pregame, until the end of this month, well, this Friday, since they are closing until the new year, you'll be able to... And oh, speaking of, gets sent into the boards. There's commotion at center ice, as well as 2 players going at it, scrapping. Right as I'm plugging one of our sponsors, it's Alessandro Imbrogno at center ice going at it with a Twisters player. And is Imbrogno going to be thrown out for his game for this? He's just going to the box. His teammates banging on the boards, liking what they see, support of their teammate. This one may get chippy, folks. So the Victorias in their last 3 matchups have been really chippy from what I've seen. Sure, some dirty hits in there, but overall this team playing a more physical brand of hockey as this season goes along. Face-off is going to be in the Vic's end. To the right of Gagnon. Draw going to be won by the Vics. Almost sent on net there by the Twisters as the Vics look to transition up the other way. It gets played into center ice. D to Kiesman. Kiesman going up to number 11 in Rylan Netchwaduk. It's played into the corner there for Aiden Anderson. Gets past the rub out along the boards. Plays that up to a teammate at the point. From the point, that shot saved. Kaiser now with it. Kaiser plays it up back to Malmus. Malmus back to Kaiser. Kaiser's shot can't get through. Gets deflected. Sent into the corner for Aiden Anderson. Tries playing that to Netchwaduk, but covered up nicely along the boards by Southern. So the Twisters look to break it out. They do, playing it off the boards. And Malmus down there to retreat for the Victorias. Malmus goes D to Kiesman. Kiesman and Netchwaduk. That pass can't hit, though. Back on the stick of Malmus. Kiesman to Netchwaduk. That one tipped up into the rooftop of the Centennial. And with 16-11 left, just under 4 minutes gone here in this first period of action, the Vixen Twisters tied at 0 apiece. Like I was saying, for Mid Canada Fasteners and Tools, till the end of this month, go into one of their stores in Brandon and Winnipeg and receive a free Milwaukee Tool Coffee Mug with any one of your purchases. Until this Friday, since their stores will be closing. Played out in front, that puck was. And now kept in by the Twisters. That shot seen through traffic, it looked like, by Gagnon to turn it aside. Twisters now, Carroll's scores! Carroll's sending that cross crease to Max Collette. And for a third time in a row here on MMJHL Game Day, the St. Vital Junior Victoria is down 1-0 in the first period. And it's this Twisters offense, a lot of weapons that can hurt you. They go to work in the Vic's end, winning the battle in the corner. And Carroll's able to locate a wide open Collette for tap-in. So it created a 2-on-1. No one really there to cover as much as the Vics would have wanted someone to be there. One more than one person, but we are at a 1-0 lead here to start things off. Twisters out in front here and looking for more as they're in the neutral zone. Taken away by Rubini there, playing it to a teammate. Number 5 in Halati. Halati off the boards. Can't get that to a teammate. Twisters trying to go in the other way, countering. Shot on net, save, rebound there. Shot scores! Merrick DeGrave. And hold on there, folks. We got some rough stuff happening after number 13 and Nolan Anderson not liking it very much. Might have been, yeah, number 23, Nolan Anderson. But the Twisters able to get a control of the bouncing buck. Get that towards the net. High slot the shot came from. Then it was Gertzen. Able to recover as Gagnon making a save there. 2-0, the Twisters lead. Early on in this first period, some more deja vu for the Victorias here, as this has not been a favorable spot for them to play in the last little bit this season. They've dropped their last 2 games here at the Centennial. And both of them where, once again, their first period being a problem. And you got to think how much of this has to do with them missing their captain, right? A voice of reason in the room, and Dennis Gagnon, who's missing time. Vic's hoping they get him back soon. But here we go. It's going to be an offside. It's the Twisters bringing it in. And, yeah, going back to that goal, Pembina Valley just being able to work it into the Victoria's end of things. Getting a shot from the high slot. It gets through. It's a dragon shot at first. Handled fairly well by Gagnon, but he gives up the rebound still. And the Twisters outnumbering the Vics, get into the net. Making that final pass to, I believe it was number 13, Gertzen, who just pots it in. No, it was Merrick DeGrave, number 19, who's been phenomenal this year for the Twisters. Sending it in, and out to play it is Francois Gagnon, trying to stop it up, but can't as that gets rimmed around. More physical play in the Victoria's end. As this one, along the boards, up towards the point and rimmed back down. It's Kiesman there to chase it and can't. That's going to be turned aside. A long shot by Gagnon. That shot there again. Rebound up in the air. Where is it? It's going to be covered up. And Francois Gagnon and the Victoria surviving what was a shot from the side of the net. It looked like it maybe deflected up off of the side of the net of the post. So we get a face-off to the right of Gagnon. Looked like 1 or 2 Twisters players batting at it. Couldn't get it. That's going to be a shot turned aside from the point by Gagnon. And here goes Anderson. Aiden Anderson stopping up now. Playing it back to Halati. Halati, his shot tipped. Wide of the net, rebound there, but turned aside by Grisiek, and the Twisters looking to transition the other way, and they do, into the neutral zone, cutting in. Jaquette there to cut off the final attempt on the move, and rolling the other way. Jaquette going to the outside shot, sneaky one, turned aside by the left pad of Grisiek. Puck ends up hitting the roof. Aiden Anderson and number 7 and Jonathan Dick going at it. We're going to get a face-off inside the Twisters' end. With 13:19 remaining here in this first period. Pembina Valley up 2-0 here on MMJHL Game Day. Also brought to you by Terrico, serving Manitoba producers for over 80 years in the agricultural industry. Be sure to visit their website at terico.ca for more information on why they're so trusted. Held in at the point there by Kiesman. Ended up being in the corner. That's going to be played, controlled by the Victorias, sent towards the middle, but covered up nicely by the Twisters. And now they look to transition the other way. Cross-ice pass gets there to Gertson. Covered up nicely in front there. Puck loose, but the Vics turning it the other way. It's Lucas Gillison towards the middle for Malmus. Malmus gets stripped, though. Puck taken away, and here go the Twisters going the other way. It's sent cross-ice into the corner for Gertson. DeGrave now there on Rubini. Vics alleviate the pressure. Heading the other way now on a break of their own. Draw pass there. Stripped away off the puck was Nolan Anderson. Going the other way now are the Twisters. Number 14 in Weeb. Gets that stripped away from him by Wirch. Wirch now wheeling around his net. Finding Netraduk with the pass. Netraduk starting this breakout up. Second on the Victorias and points heading in to tonight's matchup. To play it now is Grisiek. Might be in trouble as the puck's loose. But the Twister is able to get possession and survive for now. Going up the other way. Played off the boards by Cody Clark. Race to the puck. Won there by Plett. Clark along with Plett. Working behind the Victoria zone net. Played up to the point. Deflection there. Rebound. Not high danger yet. Save made. From the top of the face-off circle from Clark by Gagnon. We'll get a face-off here with 11:36 remaining in the first. Still another half of this opening frame to go. The Twisters leading. Draw going to be won by the Victorias. Halati going to go across to Jaquette. Jaquette to Netraduk. And that's to Aiden Anderson. Anderson now cuts in, shoots. Nice save made. Rebound there. Netraduk. Oh, just turns it aside. Was Grisiek just getting a piece on that, as I should say. Shielded nicely there by Aiden Anderson. Sends that down low. Where Anderson, along those boards, touched it to Netraduk. It's back on Anderson's stick to Netraduk. Down low, in tight chance there from Kaiser. But the Vics unable to get a clean shot on net. Sent out into the neutral zone now, and Halati just past the red line, dumps it in. So he'll go off for a change. Number 22 now, and Kalen Russell had a fantastic start to that shortened season that wasn't even a season back when COVID-19 was booming. Won Defenseman of the Month, I believe the award he won that was. A bit more quiet since. Rebound there. And going to be saved by Grisiek and turned aside. Twisters looking to go the other way, and they can't. But now back on the stick. Dropped to Orchard. And Orchard back with it now. Orchard now blocked there by Kiesman. And the Victorias going the other way. That's Blakely. Sent into the Victorias end now as Lee lost possession of it. Malmus looking to start transition. He does to Machia. Machia banked it off the boards into neutral ice. But back into the Victorias end now. Malmus gets that to the boards for Machia. He's going to be rubbed out there by Golford. And oh, no interference on the play there from Cooley. That shot wide of the net. It was a Vicks player taking out a Twisters player there, and Collette, as I should say, goal scorer in this game already. It's the Twisters working a D-to-D shot from the point. Turned aside there from Gagnon. being up to the task on the shot from Cal Van Dynes. So we have 9:29 remaining here in this first period of action. Twisters still lead it 2-0. It's going to be Xander Carroll's now out on the draw. As we wait before we drop the puck, the head ref, one of them wearing the orange stripes, having some words for the Twisters bench. I believe they're retrieving a stick from the other end in the Twister zone end, getting that to the bench. It'll be interesting to see, will they kick Carroll's out of the face-off circle? They will not. As we play on, it's going to be draw one by Carroll's, but possessed initially after by the Vics. Into the neutral zone, Gillison trying to cut through Xander Carroll's, but can't. Gillison disruptive with a nice stick there. Past that, Xander's trying getting back. Vics now on the puck in the Twisters' end to Nolan Anderson in high ice, but lost it. And here go the Twisters the other way. 2-on-1 developing to Carroll's. Oh, he fends on the shot there. Out in front, wraparound try. Unable to be a shot attempted there by the Twisters. Tipped wide of the net. Rebound there. Another save made. Top of the net there by Gagnon. And it's still held in by the Twisters. That shot now being wide of the net. Twisters now trying to keep it in. That laid out there was Weeb. And into the neutral zone now. Into the Twisters end of thing now. Played down. No icing on the call as this is going to be waved off by the ref. Reese Malmus drops it back for Kiesman. Vic's looking to go the other way. Start transition up. They get into the Twister zone and Kiesman looking to protect the puck. Draws a penalty in the process. So he was shielding that, trying to protect it wide. Gets taken down, and we'll see the Vics go into the power play for the first time here in this game. The first power play for anyone in this contest. It's going to be Russell Kalin going to the box for the next 2 minutes. Was talking about him earlier on here. But the Vics looking like they've been able to survive some prime chances from the Twisters, something that hasn't always been the case in their past prior first periods here at St. Vital in the last little while. It's going to be Kaiser on the draw. He got kicked out of last Thursday night's contest. The bad hit on Matt Smith. He lost the draw. It's sent down into the Vic's end where Jaquette going to wait to transition up. And he finally does, going the other way. Kick that out wide. It's going to be sent up to Jaquette from the point. That shot covered up, turned aside by Matt Grisiak. 1:37 left in the Vics. Minor power play advantage. In a game brought to you by Goaltenders as well, your goalie's personal video review service. Check out the one-on-one Zoom goaltending coaching meeting for yourself and what's in store with it at GordyThomasonGoalies.ca. That's played up to the point to Jaquette. Plays that to Kaiser. Jaquette tries getting back to Kaiser, but nice position. And oh, Jaquette gets rubbed out, looking to rub out Xander Carroll's. Carroll's looks like he's also shaken up after that hit. That was a big collision by those two bigger bodies. Played up into the neutral zone. Back into the Victoria's end now is Netchwaduk. Going to hesitate before taking it the other side and up into the neutral zone for the Victorias as they break out the other way. It's Rubini with the puck. Decides to rim that around. Intended for Gillison. Held in at the point by Netchwaduk. Gillison tries getting that across to Rubini, but can't. Puck back in the Vic's possession. Kiesman tries tight turning out of point. Falls and can't recover. Here go the Twisters going the other way. But Rubini back to eliminate that chance. That could have been a short-handed one on the rush for the Twisters. Rubini sends that cross ice for Netchwaduk out of his reach. Pass off target. 17 seconds remaining now in what hasn't been much of a man advantage for the Vics. Sent down low where Kyle Van Dynes will be for the Twisters. He decides to send that to Merrick DeGrave. DeGrave looking to beat Kiesman with speed, and he does. Into the corner, gets possession. Oh, a nice drag to the middle. Backhand on net, turned aside there by Gagnon. Sweet mitts displayed there by Wiebe. A nice positioning to cut off the angle from Gagnon to keep this a 2-0 game only. Pickpocketed there from Wiebe. In the slot, shot scores! Merrick DeGrave strikes for a second time. And in a row, too. It's the Twisters' leading point getter. Makes it a 3-0 game now. And this Twisters team going hunting for pucks in this Vic's end. Start off this game swarming on the forecheck, always around pucks, always in good support, and they create turnovers like we saw there. Good passing ability, high-end offense. Wiebe with a nice pass to DeGrave, located him in the slot, and it's just an accurate high shot that beats Gagnon. Not much he can do about it, except playing it absolutely perfect, which he didn't. DeGrave with the second of the game, like I said. Score now 3-0 for the Vics, and they've had their chances. They've had power play opportunities too. Just once again, can't find a way to quite get the net to go in. I know it might sound captain obvious and cliche, but maybe finding ways to just get as many pucks on net is the strategy that they got to go with. Rebound is there off the backboards. Puck ends up going in. Ref's already calling it, though. The whistle, that is, and the net was off. As Gagnon stretched out to make that save. He's been doing that a lot in this game here early on. Doing that a lot this season in general. Draw's going to be to the left side or the right side of him again, his blocker hand side. Going to be won by the Twisters, but into the neutral zone, where they'll have to regroup in their own end. Kaiser at the red line stops that with his feet, forces Pembina Valley to break out once again. This time hitting the middle seam, that's kicked out wide to the slot. Now that one high of the net and into the netting from Collette. Receiving that pass from Xander Carrolls. Just a little bit ago got lit up in the neutral zone by Bray Jaquette. Or ended up lighting up Jaquette, and he was feeling the effects of it afterwards. The draw won by the Twisters. That save made by Francois Gagnon. Rimmed around the boards now in the direction of Alessandro Imbrogno. The Twisters pick it up in the neutral zone, sending that in towards the corner, where the Vics looking to break out the other way, and they do. Nichaporuk. Shout out to the Nichaporuk family for tuning in to our broadcast last Thursday, where he scored his first career goal as a junior Victoria here in their 7-2 loss to the Riels. Taken out there near the Vics. Blue line was Wirch. Number 17 in Clark. And taken out from behind. Dirty hit there on Reese White from number 9 in Brett Bergman. This may be more than 2 minutes coming up. The Vics controlling. They got the extra attacker out now. A bad hit from behind. Looked like a cross check right in the numbers. You can go back in the replay and look at that. A hit from behind, a cross check, a boarding, whatever you want to call it, all fit the bill. So it'll be number 9 in Brett Bergman going off for the only 2 minutes. Looked like it could have been more than that, especially with what we saw from Jack Kaiser last Thursday night. I know his guy was more off balance and he stayed down, but anything like that, you gotta look pretty severely at it, I feel like, as those should not be in the game. As the Victoria is controlling now, it's sent across to Aiden Anderson. Anderson to Nolan. Nolan, his shot wide of the net. Kaiser now with it. Plays it up to the point to Jaquette. At the top, his shot blocked. Tries again. But that shot wide of the net. And sent down into the Victoria's end now, where it's going to be Brady Jaquette looking to go around and start this breakout for the Victorias. Sits in the possession of Nolan Anderson now. Anderson, or no, that was still Brady Jaquette as he was taking it, rushing himself. It's up near the point. Rubinine trying to keep it in and can't. But Aiden Anderson there for support. He's going to circle around back in the neutral zone. Taking it towards the side closest to us, up that side. Got his pocket picked. To Nolan Anderson now. His shot gloved and save made. A shot from the left face-off circle by Nolan Anderson by Matt Grisiak making the save. With 51 seconds remaining now in this power play for the Vics of a dirty hit from Brett Bergman. 2:38 remaining in the period. Netchwaduke playing that towards the right side to Kiesman. Just holds it in, but it's finally sent out. And Kiesman forced to retrieve it. Gagnon looking to stop it at first coming out of his net, but decides to leave it for Kiesman. Going up into the neutral zone. Left that for Netchwaduke. And now to Rubini. Rubini to Gillison. Back to Rubini. Leaves that for number 7 in Kiesman now. Kiesman off the boards down low to number 2 in Gillison. Gillison now towards the left point to Netchwaduke, sending that down low. With 8 seconds remaining now on the Vics power play. As both teams digging at it in the corner. Rubini gets a hold of it, plays that out and towards the slot area, but no one there. Sent down, and Kiesman now in his own end. Plays an outlet pass to Netchwaduke. Netchwaduke taking it the other way. Sends that just high of the net. Looked like a field goal almost. Gillison, high slot. Rubini there, his shot wide of the net. Can get that to go. And the Twisters looking to break out the other way. A reverse off the backboards to Van Dynes. Van Dyne surveying. He goes D to D. Still in their own end. The minute left coming up in this period. It's into the Victoria's end now. Able to get that passed into the neutral zone now, or the Victorias. Sending it further down low. Going to be a penalty here coming up for a high stick. And that's going to be number 14 in Derek Weeb going off for a penalty. Assistant captain. The Vics, unless they score here, will have a minute of power play time to start off the second period of play. That's won by the Twisters. They try getting it out by Jaquette. They're fast enough to the line to hold it in, sending that cross ice. Twisters finally do, and that'll be rimmed in, dumped into the Vics end of things. Jaquette taking it behind his own net, out to the left side now. Surveying options. He sends that up the middle of Kaiser. Kaiser to Nolan Anderson. Anderson getting that down low. Beats the man to the race. Getting that to Blake Lee. Lee to Kaiser. Up at the half wall. Kaiser now towards the net. That one can't find a teammate. Kaiser back with it down low. Protecting with that big body of his. Up near the wall closest to us. D to D to Brady Jaquette. Jaquette now tries the shot pass. Intended for Kaiser, I think. Couldn't go. One more chance for the Vics. Maybe Jaquette, his shot. Tipped wide of the net. Another chance. 4 seconds left. Jaquette, his shot tipped now out of play from Kaiser. Nolan Anderson exchanging some words with a Twisters player in front of the crease occupied by Grisiak. With 1.6 seconds left. Vics with 1 minute and 2 seconds left on their power play. We'll get a face-off to the blocker hand side of Grisiak. the view from Francois Gagnon tonight as we hear the buzzer sound, and that'll do it for the first period of action here. So the Vicks go off first, the Twisters will follow as a rule of safety. But the Vicks, they didn't start off as slow by giving up 2 goals pretty early on here in the first period. The first period goals against have been a struggle for them. And it's just a good counterattack tonight, I think. A lot to handle from Pembina Valley up front. A team that can score and a team that can defend well, as we've seen so far in this game. We'll get you the update of shots once the next period starts. The Vicks have been on the majority of the power play so far, so they'll be looking to capitalize against a Twisters team that's really darn good on the penalty kill, one of the top in the league here. 1:01 the Vicks will have on the man advantage to start the second period of things here. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Graham the G-Show Forsyth. We'll have some first period analysis as well as the second period call when we come back here in MMJHL game day number 3. The Pembina Valley Twisters leading the Vicks here up 3-0 after 20 minutes on the penalty kill for the next 1:01 in a game brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Goaltenders, and Terrico. See you soon, folks. And, never mind. I think the Zamboni is back going here. We were looking like we might have a Zamboni malfunction here during this first intermission. And it looks like that may be the case, as the Zamboni looks like it's heading off towards where it's stored in that gate. It's going to try it now. And yeah, nothing right now is getting cleaned, it looks like. There's a Zamboni malfunction. So, yeah, we might be starting the second period a bit later than usual, than it usually takes here. We'll be back for some analysis and the start of the second period, as mentioned here, before we cut to break previously on GShow Productions for MMJHL Game Day. Twisters leading the Vicks 3-0 after the first. And welcome back, everybody, to St. Vital Centennial Arena, where the Pembina Valley Twisters are up 3-0 on the St. Vital Junior Victorias, the home team. 3-0 after the first period of play here. The Twisters heading into this one on a 5-game win streak, 13-8-2 on the season, while the Vics at 11-10-3 on the season. Getting back into the win column on Sunday, of course, against the Stonewall Jets. There's 5 games in total happening in tonight's MMJHL's Tuesday night action as the 2023 portion of the schedule comes to a wrap very soon here. The St. Boniface Riels up 2-0 in Century Arena over the Fort Garry Twins. Transcona Railer Express and the River East Royal Knights are tied in the second period of play right now at 0-0. The St. James Junior Canucks and Raiders Junior Hockey Club tied at 1 apiece right now. Canucks were up 1-0 after the first period, and the Raiders making it 1-0 in this second period with 14:53 remaining. And in the other game outside of this one, the Charleswood Hawks up 3-0 still in the first period against the Stonewall Jets at Eric Coy Arena tonight. In this matchup, it was 3-0 for the Pembina Valley Twisters after the first period. The goal scorers, it started off with Collette and then Merrick DeGrave scoring 2 goals for himself. The Twisters up 14-10. DeGrave scoring goals 2 and 3 in this contest. And for DeGrave, it's his 16th of the season with those 2 goals here tonight. Max Collette with 4 goals on the season. Derek Weeb getting an assist, one of the league leaders in that category on the last goal, the latest Merrick DeGrave goal. As for the penalties, it's been 4 penalties or 3, I guess, for the Pembina Valley Twisters. 2 coincidentals in Imbrogno and Russell Kaling going off for those roughing penalties just under 3 minutes into the game. But for the Pembina Valley Twisters, you know, they showcase their offense at a high level in terms of what they can do to you if you're not clean with the puck in your own end. With the counterattack they have, the forecheck, it resulted in some good things for them in this game, and it's a team that's 4th in terms of goals for in the MMJHL, and a team that also defends the ice at a high level to 2nd in goals against given up per game in the league. And sorry, it's their power play that's number 1 in the league. I had that mixed up at 25.9%. We have not seen that yet. That penalty kill of theirs, though, even though it's 7th heading into tonight's matchup, they have been doing a pretty good job right now of eliminating a pretty decent St. Vital Junior Victoria's power play. Pembina Valley, their penalty kill ranks 7th in the MMJHL at 83.3%, so still in that over 80% range, but definitely not one of the top teams looking at the statistics based on the number. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, number 29 in net for the Junior Victorias. Finally had this clarified tonight. Last week I was thinking it was Nicholas Jarris, then thought it was Francois Gagnon. Thought it was Francois Gagnon tonight. It is not. That is Nicholas Jarris, number 29. Gagnon is now a member of the Stonewall Jets. That's what his little icon on the mmjhl.ca, their website shows. So flashing from Vics to Jets. So yeah, he's off there, and yeah, Nicholas Jarris is the goaltender for the Victorias that is playing tonight, and that wears number 29. Who wears number 1 for them is Mason Tabak. But yes, number 29 is Nicholas Jarris, not Francois Gagnon. Thanks to one of my other camera operators, in Graham Sevier Freilich, for pointing that out to me tonight, recognizing him as he's been doing some fine work. We got 2 camera angles for tonight's action, folks. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying us cutting from angle to angle so far. For the Junior Vics in this period, just shoot from anywhere, man. Shoot from anywhere, make it tough on the Twisters goaltending, their goaltender in Matt Grisiak, and then crash the net. It doesn't have to be pretty. Don't look for the pretty goal right now because you're not in that position where you can play pretty hockey as much. So get more simplicity to the net, more traffic towards the net, more good things should happen. St. Vital, for the most part, has done a better job protecting the middle. You just can't get caught on the rush. And, yeah, in terms of the first goal of the game that the Twisters scored, was pretty uncontested. So, yeah, I think the Vics could still even get tighter in front of their own net, in the middle, in their own end. They've been getting some good breakouts, some decent chances. It's just they need more traffic generated toward the net, more shots generated toward the net, and they have a chance here to take advantage on the power play if it does go their way coming up to start the second period. 1:01 remaining on a penalty that, of course, came late in that period with 59 seconds to go to Pembina Valley. It looks like the coaches are getting set to come out here now. Tyler Anderson, you guys can't see him yet on screen. We are going to cut to a promo screen here for just a moment, and we'll be back for the second period action of call here after they finally got the Zamboni fix, got it around the ice. And yeah, not sure what else is going on right now, folks. We'll keep you up to date with when this game can finally happen. Is actually the Zamboni door is still open. We'll see if we can get you guys looking from the other angle here. Yeah, the Zamboni door is still open after they cleaned the ice and finished it moments ago. It looks like they're actually still looking at that spot, as you can see here on the screen. That spot where the Zamboni had first given out. They're still patching it up, still making sure it's good, putting some water on it. So, yeah, Graham, the G-Show Forsyth, your play-by-play commentator. I'll be back for the second period call, or we'll be back here shortly here on G-Show Productions on MMJHL Game Day here from St. Vital Centennial Arena in St. Vital, Winnipeg, Manitoba. So, ladies and gentlemen, anyone else that may still be watching, just got notice, the call that tonight's game is canceled due to the ice issue. The Zamboni made what I was told about a 7 foot skinny line through near the part where we're overlooking towards the penalty boxes where the Zamboni had crapped out while attempting to clean the ice. There's something that malfunctioned. They can't get the ice fixed until tonight, so until further notice, this game will be postponed. They'll try to reschedule it later on in the season, I assume, and they'll play a makeup game here at St. Vital later down the line. For everyone here at GShow Productions, I've been your play-by-play commentator, Graham, the GShow Forsyth. Thanks to Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico, and Goaltenders for sponsoring another game. We'll be back tomorrow live at the Hockey for All Center, formerly known as the Iceplex, for the Winnipeg Ice and Central Plains Capitals MFHL hockey game on MFHL Game Day. We'll be back here at St. Vital on Thursday night. Hopefully they'll have the ice resolved between the finals rematch from last year between the Victorias and the St. James Junior Canucks, who are the first place team in the league at this point in the season. Stay tuned here on GShow Productions tonight in just a little bit here, as we'll be going live from the Centennial at St. Vital Centennial Arena to broadcast the MMJHL podcast, episode 6. For everyone here at GShow Productions, we'll see you on Thursday night for another MMJHL Game Day broadcast. Hoping that some of you stick around for the MMJHL podcast, but until then, folks, when we see you next time, I've been your play-by-play commentator, Graham the GShow Forsyth, saying so long on this Tuesday night. For now, the Twisters lead the Vicks in this game that's unfinished at this point in the 2023-2024 MMJHL.